Hello, Divine Masculine, and welcome to your check-in. My name's Liz, and this is Guided by Angels. So we're going to do a check-in for you today, see what's going on with you today, bring some guidance in and some help from heaven to help you deal with whatever you're going through, give you some guidance about perhaps the next steps you need to make, and perhaps give you a little message from your feminine too. So I'm going to use the silence deck for this to start off, and then any other decks I'm guided to. And I am doing a check-in for you now every Tuesday and Saturday. So if this resonates with you and helps you, check out the previous reading I did and the ones that I'll be doing next week. And if you would like a personal reading with me, you can reach out to me at guidedbyangelsreadings@gmail.com. So I'm going to use the silence deck to see what you may be thinking about right now or processing, especially in the quiet times when you've got time by yourself, or when you're lying awake at night, or when you're processing what's going through your head. Straight out, okay? So we've got for you, I don't want to talk to anyone right now, give me time. So you may just need time. Time to work through what you're going through. Time to work through what you're feeling. And that's okay. You said, I don't want to talk to anyone. So it's not that you just don't want to talk to your divine feminine. You don't want to talk to anyone at all. But I need to share this with you as well. It's much better for you to communicate what you need rather than just pulling back. And yes, it's part of your journey to do that, and you do trigger these things within your divine feminine. But if you said to your divine feminine, whether it's through a text message or an email or in person, I just need a little bit of space. I just need a few days or a few weeks or a month or so, and I'll come back to you. They would give that to you willingly. They wouldn't panic. They wouldn't stress out. They wouldn't go into fear. Obviously, they would have their own things to learn, like patience and trust, but it would help the journey run more smoother. So that's just a little bit of advice there for you. But if you feel like, no, I don't want to talk to anyone, I just need to go within and process it, that's okay too, whenever you need. It's like you're saying, I just need time, give me time. And I want you to be proud of me, so I need to change. So you may actually be thinking about the things in your life that you need to change. And it's not really even that that person can be proud of you or anyone else can be proud of you. It's so you can be proud of you yourself. And this can stem right back to childhood, where you may feel like you were trying to earn people's respect or earn people's approval in some way. You're thinking, if I do a good job, you're going to be proud of me. This can go back to schoolwork or doing something right in your household. Thinking, oh, my mum and dad, I want you to be proud of me. I want my friends to be proud of me. I want my teachers to be proud of me. So this can stem right back to childhood. Could be past life as well. But ultimately what you're saying is, I need to be proud of myself. I don't want to feel like a failure. I don't want to feel like I've let myself down. So I need to change. But you're saying here, I want you to be proud of me. So yes, you want your divine feminine to be proud of you, but guess what? They already are. Your divine feminine is already proud of you for being the person that you are. You've got to be proud of yourself. So really this is about you needing time to go within to work out what you need to do to become your best version. So it's not about anyone else. That's why you're saying, I don't want to talk to anyone. Doesn't matter who it is. Obviously, you could be going around your day and having interactions with people. It doesn't mean you're a nasty person because you don't want to talk to anyone. It just means you don't want to talk to anyone about this stuff. This is private and personal to you. This is something you've got to work through yourself. So yes, you know that your feminine could be there for you, and you could talk to your feminine about certain things. Or maybe there's people in your life, like your friends or family, you could talk to about certain things in your life, but you know you've got to work through it yourself. It's something you've got to do for you. And ultimately, it's so you can be proud of the person that you are and become the best version of yourself. And you said, I need you to forgive me. And you may feel guilty because you've let people down or you've hurt people. So saying, I need you to forgive me, you may feel like you need your friends to forgive you, your family, your karmic partner, your children, your divine feminine, but ultimately the person that needs forgiveness is you. You need to forgive yourself. So I'm connecting with this as a message where you've got to go within and process to forgive yourself for things, especially things you haven't yet changed or done that you perhaps feel you should have done. because you want to be proud of yourself. So you may not be feeling proud of yourself for certain things. You may feel guilty. It may be your own behavior. It could be because you feel like you've held yourself back or let yourself down or sacrificed things or deprived yourself of things. So you've got to go through your own healing work. So you're saying, I just don't want to talk to anyone right now. I need time. And really the reason why you need time is to forgive yourself for certain things that you don't feel proud of within yourself. Your own behavior, your own situation. So it's nothing to do with anyone else at all. It's about you. So let's bring some guidance in from the angels for you. So what's the power message for you right now? You have the power. You have the power to change your life. You have the power to forgive yourself. You have the power to actually share your feelings. And that may be something that you're struggling with, talking about your feelings. Maybe you want your feminine to be proud of you when you talk about your feelings, because it may have been in childhood that you shared your feelings about something and perhaps you got shut down or you got blamed or told off or made to feel like a fool, and you've pushed things down since then. But you're saying, I know I have the power to share my feelings, to talk about my feelings, to be expressive, to talk about love, to open up about what I want to do or what I want to change. You just need a little bit of time to figure it out. So it's not that you don't want to talk to your divine feminine or you don't want to talk to people about things. You do want to share your feelings. You do want to share what's going on inside of you. But I feel you've got to get to the root of it by yourself first. And the angels say you are as successful as you feel. So if this is connected with things you haven't yet achieved in your job, for example, or your career, or your work life, or your finances, or just in general, it could be about your home you live in, or perhaps you don't own your home and you want to, or you want to own a car but you don't, perhaps you rent it, or whatever it is. You're as successful as you feel. If you want to be successful in your career, if you want to get promotion, or you want to run your own company or do your own thing, if you feel successful, then you'll manifest that into your life. Not listening to other people, because you're saying you've got a problem here saying, I want other people to be proud of me. Be proud of yourself. The only person you have to prove anything to really is yourself. You don't need to prove anything to anyone else. Be proud of yourself, and then you'll start feeling more confident, stronger, and that's when things will begin to change within you and around you. Because God himself is saying to you, I created you strong with power in you to change your life and become the person that you've come here to be, the best version of yourself. So if you act successful, if you feel successful, that's what you're going to achieve in your life. Because thoughts become things. So if you think it and you plan it and you send that intention out to the universe, but you also do that with feeling, it's going to create things very quickly for you. In The Secret, the film by Rhonda Byrne, it shows you this man who's actually naked. You only see the top half, obviously, but he's naked in front of a mirror and he's looking in the mirror. So really he's naked, but he's visualizing he's wearing a suit and he's doing up his tie and he's wearing this like Savile Row suit and he's getting ready to go to work. Yeah, he's naked, but he's visualizing it. There's another guy in that as well who wants to have the most fancy, superb car. And he's sitting in his living room chair, visualizing what it's like to drive that car, doing the maneuvers, making the noises, pulling the gear stick back and driving the car, and he's manifesting it. He's setting the intention out because he's feeling it. So it's okay to ask for things to the universe, but if you do it without feeling, they're not going to manifest. If you do it with feeling, it's going to manifest quicker, and it's going to be even more delicious than you can even imagine it to be. So you've got to imagine it in that way. What does it feel like? What does it taste like? What does it smell like to achieve your dream and have your goal? How does it feel to tell people in your life you've got that car or you've got that house or you're ready for your relationship with your divine feminine or whatever it is? If you want the relationship, how does it feel to tell your friends and family that this is the relationship you truly want to be in? How does it feel like if you've got children? How does it feel like to introduce your children to the person you're always meant to be with? How does that feel? And it may bring up a little bit of anxiety, but ultimately you're going to feel proud because you're doing what you want to do, or you are in the situation you want to be in. So the angels say, don't be afraid of change. Move towards it fearlessly. Visualize yourself doing it. and end whatever you need to end. You've got it's over with the karmic. So this may also be something you're working out. So for those of you in karmic situations, and when I say karmic, I mean anything that you've outgrown. It's been a lesson that you needed to go through and learn a cycle, but it's now come to an end naturally. And you've known for a while it's over, whether it's with a relationship, a person you're with, or a job coming to an end, or a certain lifestyle. You know it's over. So it's over with the karmic, or it's over with that situation. It's time to make an ending. And this is what you've gone within to process. That's why you may be struggling, because you're perhaps thinking, I want you to be proud of me. Okay, and you may be thinking about how other people are going to perceive you if you make a change or create an ending in your life. Are they going to view you differently because you're not doing what they thought you would do? But you've got to remember this, it's your life you're living. You're the one walking in your shoes. You're the one that's going to be looking back eventually thinking, why did I miss out on that opportunity? Why did I put others' needs before myself? Why didn't I choose myself to lead to my own happiness? And this may be what you need to communicate. I will reach out. So really what you're saying to your divine feminine is, I just need a little bit of space. Okay, if you give me time, I'm going to reach out to you, so you are going to communicate. It's also that you may need some space to work out what you're going to say to end the karmic cycle. So what you're going to say to a karmic partner, or what you're going to say to someone else. So for those of you with karmic partners, I just want to connect with their energy, okay? To see what they may be feeling towards you at this point. So if there's a karmic partner involved in this, whether it's a relationship, a person you're with, or someone you're dealing with, like a friend, a family member, what do they want to say? I know it's you we want. So really what the karmic partner is saying is, they know, they're aware that you want to be somewhere else, that your heart is with your divine feminine, that you don't really want them. And they're saying, I know that. So they already know what you're perhaps contemplating. Do they know this? You may be completely oblivious because they may be hiding it very well from you. But it's like they've always known, because they've always sensed it, that you haven't been fully in that relationship, or you haven't been fully in that cycle you've been in. Even if it's work related, you know, your boss is probably aware that you want to be somewhere else because you haven't been fully invested in what you're doing. I know he's been talking to you online. So if you've been perhaps looking for a new job online, this boss is aware. If you've been talking to your divine feminine online, or checking them out online, or researching something online, your karmic partner is well aware. Because you may be oblivious, thinking, no, they don't know. Of course they know. They are also having a human experience as a spiritual being, so they sense energy. They sense when something is off. And if it's repressed, it can cause all kinds of physical things in the body. It can lead to illness and dis-ease. So they're also saying, I'm not blind to what's going on. So what your karmic partner is saying, I know what's going on. I know you want someone else. I know you've been talking to them online. I know you're not interested in me anymore. I know it's over. It just needs to be communicated. And that may be the struggle that you're having right now, because you may not know how to go about it. But the angels have got your back, okay? So I'm going to bring in a little bit of tarot. Yeah, you've just got to make a decision, because you're coming up there as the eagle. Now, the eagle is another symbol of the divine masculine. Because if you see stags are the symbol of your transformation, and that you're going to end up where you belong. The eagle is a sign of power, that you're manifesting and you're coming home. In other words, you're going back to where you belong. You're moving towards you, you're moving towards your family, you're moving towards the manifestation or the fruition of everything you've ever wanted. But to do that, you've got to speak your truth, communicate, end things you need to end, and make the right decisions. So Archangel Michael himself is giving you the sword of truth here, so you can tell the truth, so you can be authentic and step into your power. So you may see eagles as a sign of this. And that puts you into your power. That makes you wise and strong. It makes you who you're meant to be. So that you're coming up here as the King of Swords, because you're in your head all about this right now, about this decision. You've just got to follow through on it. Some of you could be air signs as well. But if things are all up in the air, if you feel like you've had chaos recently, or there's been some craziness going on, and this could be recently, or it could be all throughout 2025, it's because it's the year of the wood snake, and the wood snake is releasing these karmic cycles, helping you to end what you need to end, helping you to be free, even if that's just in your mind right now, so you can make the right decision and do the right thing. So I feel you just need a little bit of time to come up with a plan to move forward. So you're not meaning to be distant from anyone, or you're not meaning to be quiet with your divine feminine. You just need some space. And then when the time is right, you'll reach out. But you know really it's time to end all the things that you are holding on to that are holding you back. You know it's time to be proud of yourself, to make the right decisions and be authentic and speak your truth. And that's what you're planning on doing. So forgive yourself. It's okay to change. It's okay to want more. It's okay to desire a new beginning. It's okay to walk away from things you've been doing for a while because you've outgrown them. It's okay. God is not interested in your comfort. He's interested in your growth. And you don't grow from staying where you no longer belong. I hope this helps. Have a great day, and I'll see you soon.